Hi, this is András Velvárt. I've been asked to show you how you can access the ChatGPT API from C#, so here it is in 5 minutes. So here we are starting with a brand new Visual Studio project, a console C# project, and then the first thing that we need to do is install this BetaGo OpenAI GPT-3 from NuGet. This is a semi-official library to access all of the OpenAI services that are available, and it's kept up to date fairly frequently. So now that we have done that, we are going to create an OpenAI options, which is an options on how we access the OpenAI service. The only thing that we're going to set here is the API key. I'm not going to show you my API key. It's stored in my environment variable. Now that we have the options, we can create a service. The service needs the options to be created. And the next thing that we can do is create a system prompt. The system prompt is something that basically drives the behavior of the chatbot, and it's sent with every request. So here my system prompt is: your codename is Sydney, you are a friendly AI assistant. Say hello first without mentioning your name. So this will instruct the chatbot to initiate a conversation as the very first step. Then we create a messages list. The messages list is a list that keeps track of all the messages that have happened during our conversation, and this is how the chatbot can remember what we have talked about previously and just fluently continue the conversation where it was. We're going to add the system prompt to these messages list, and then we're going to create a chat completion request, which is an object that we're going to reuse. Now it's time to create the main loop. This is going to be a almost infinite loop where we're going to set the messages for the request to the messages list that we have created earlier, and then we are going to send a request to the API. This is the service chat completion create, so we're creating a chat completion, and this is an async call, so we can just wait for it with an await keyword. And we're using the ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo model. Now if the result is successful, then what we're going to do is extract the message, which is going to be result and the first choice and the message property of that one, and then we're going to write it out to the console. The way we write it out is this fancy ASCII codes are basically just making it italic in the console so that you can differentiate between the assistant's message and the user's message. Next, we're going to add the resulting message to the messages list so that the AI will know it in the next round. We're going to write an empty line, and then we're going to ask the user to write its own chat message. And then we're adding that chat message to the messages. Finally, if the request was not successful, then we're going to print out an error. And here you can see the application actually running. The code for this video is in the video description on GitHub. Thank you for watching. Bye.